Pound USD, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, if you refer to what analyzing my last video when the price was here, we mentioned how we can look for the trade based on the different possibility, because we were looking for, even we talk about entire structure, how we can look for this correction. By the way, even we point that we can look for trade for sell by having from this correction, and this is what we get. No one see this one can give us one more drop similar to what we have here. Okay, in this case we start with higher time frame with the daily chart. Okay, if we refer to our analysis since last month, when the price was within this move we mentioned, we're looking for the sell and this down move. This is what we get, because we point on whether either we get this or similar to what we have here. Now the question is whether this is the only correction, sorry, this is the only move we can put in relative to each other for one move up, or this one can be internally and this one can be relative to this. But what we were expected the down move can be could be sharp similar to this or here. But as we can see internally, we see the bigger correction. By the way, what we have been looking for the down move, and this is what we get. No one see whether either there is a continuation or not, and how deep it can go. Because we mentioned it can be in relative to this and here. Because we mentioned and we all the possibility we mentioned in our analysis in my past video. By the way, we don't need to refer, and now we want to see how we can trade it. In this case, we move to forward chart. As we can see based on forward chart, now the price broke the previous low because of this correction. And now this is the internal correction, entire correction relative to this and what we have here. Now we want to see how deep it can go. First of all, we want to see what we have here. If we put this one in relative to this, if I move to the MACD, we don't have a divergence as well here. Okay, I think we put this one here interrelative to this. All right, we don't need to rely on the divergence. Even we put, okay, this is what we have with. Now, again, we want to see how deep it can go. Either can we expect one more correction before next down move or not, okay, or we should look for the reversal. First of all, we don't have the divergence, and what we expecting mostly we are interested for continuation. All right, if I move to 1 hour chart, you see what we have based on 1 hour chart. Even if we put this one in relative to this, all right, we have nothings. Here we have the divergence. We don't need to rely on that, because if we get one more drop, mostly we won't have it. Okay, now the things is the only things we can say is still we can look for continuation. This one can turn to any move similar to what we have here, but any down move from there, if it's trading based on for, so we're looking for sell, we consider it as short term. As long as we get into the profit, we start to manage it. Okay, because later we want to see how deep this one can go. Either we can look for reversal or bigger correction before we get the next down move. But if we move to the internally, if we move to 15-minute, can we consider this one is a reversal and this is a correction for one move up? Maybe, but what we have here also similar. The price is start to drop. If we want to look for buy, we cannot buy within this unless we wait for the breakout of the stop, but can be short-term buy. Since it's based on 15-minute, we cannot rely on that. We need to see how we can look for trade. And even we don't have any trade set up for sell. The only things we can look for sell, having a trade below this. And what we want the price tag break and continue sharply. If the price tag we see is not moving, we don't stay with the trade. The only things we can expect, this one may tend to more complex before we get a down move. Okay, by the way, if there is a reversal from here, maybe we wait, we don't buy within this, maybe wait for the breakout. But if we move to 1 hour chart, still we're looking for the down move. For me, if I get any trade set up for sell, I will take it. Okay, by the way, even for sell, we don't have it. The only way is having entry below this. If there is a continuation, but if the price tag we see is not moving within 1 or 2 hours, we don't stay with the trade. Unless this one tend to one move up, then maybe we can expect sharp move with the flag for to look for sell. But I don't think if there is a continuation here, we cannot get a proper trade setup. Okay, unless we wait for the breakout. By the way, we just follow the chart. If I see any update or changes, I will share. Thanks.